Hello, Gnome team parents and students. It's Mr. Hutchinson here with another weekend update and preview for our coming week. It has been kind of an interesting day here on track. We just got the power back on. We had some pretty crazy weather come through around lunchtime, and it knocked Salem's power out for a good long while, so that was kind of an interesting adventure to keep everyone calm and relaxed as they were having no power. But the power is now back on, and everything seems to be normal, so hopefully nothing bad happened during that. I know in my class everything was pretty chill. So here's a little bit about what's been happening. Earlier this week, we finished off our unit on the Byzantine Empire. We took a quiz on that, which was kind of a mixed bag. A lot of people did quite well on that. A few people need to probably do some redoing and possibly even some extra credit that will be available more towards the end of the quarter when I get that up. We'll do that. And then, obviously, when we finished that, we began our new unit, which was the rise of Islam. So we started talking a little bit about the history of Islam and Muhammad and where it came from and kind of where it went from there. And we're still in the middle of that, and we're doing some things. Like today we watched a video on the rise of Islam, which was a great video that kind of showed us a little bit of everything. It talked about the history of Islam. It moved into some of their cultural beliefs, some of the important things that they've done, and a little bit about the 5 pillars of Islam at the end. And that's where we're going to end up on Monday. We'll be doing an activity where we kind of look at each of the 5 pillars of Islam and start to understand what they all mean and how they kind of compare to other faiths, other monotheistic faiths around like Judaism and Christianity and how they're similar and different and that type of thing. We also will talk some more about the basics of Islam and do some comparisons of religion. Those types of things are where we're going in the next few days. We won't spend a ton of time on Islam as we've got lots of other things we need to get to as well, so we'll spend another couple of days talking about these interesting people, and then move on into our next unit, which from there is the European Middle Ages. So we go from the time of Islam, which is around 600, up until the typical Middle Ages, and then we go back and see what happens in Europe and talk a little bit about that part of the world. So that's where we're going, and probably we will finish off our unit on Islam at the middle to end of next week, and then move on into the European Middle Ages. So there's a PowerPoint that I'm going to put up. There's some notes that we took yesterday. I was out with my sick daughter, so some students did that in class, but if for any reason there's some questions about that or they need some help with it, that PowerPoint will be in this video or below this video. So if you have any questions, be sure to let me know, and I will see you next week.